talk to, 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 talk to.
Welcome back to the TAQ-TO podcast.
Yeah. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Good to be back. It's your first. It's your first podcast.
Yeah, actually, it's my first time. So
Okay, so as usual, we have Karisma.
Hello.
And myself, Shazani. We'll be hosting the podcast today. And today we have two very
big.
VIP.
very, very important people in our industry. These two people, Mizi and Mafteem.
Yo guys, yo, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Okay, so today we'll be talking to the both of them in terms of inspirational stories and how they actually progress through the career to be where they are right now.
Maybe you can introduce yourself, Mr. Mizi.
Oh, me.
Tak mahu distracted sangat kamera.
Alright. Hey everyone. Okay, my name is Mizi. I've been in this industry for 9 years now.
Wow.
So
A decade.
it's been almost a decade, and I was a teacher before this. I was teaching in secondary school, and after that I made the switch. And yeah, is that enough for an introduction?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we will talk more about your teaching.
Alright. Sure.
Okay guys, hello. My name is Mafteem. I've been in this industry for 7 years. Pretty much got inspired by Mizi. That's why I'm here.
Nice.
Best decision I ever made. Previously, I was working for a few companies, but I couldn't succeed there lah. So that's when I came here, everything was aligned to what I want to achieve, and yeah, never regret the decision being here lah.
Okay.
So before you, you guys know each other prior to joining this.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share a bit more about your brotherhood.
Friendship.
Oh, okay. Maybe this one I let him explain how.
The first time I met Mizi was when I was my first day in secondary 1. He was secondary 2. And first thing I asked him, hey, you EM3 eh? Normal tech.
First question.
What made you want to ask that question? What was it?
Just look at him. But then after that the friendship grew stronger over the years. We've been close ever since.
We've been friends since secondary school. So we were quite naughty in secondary school.
Okay.
So I think you guys have heard of the term block shopping. I think can we speak Malay or?
Boleh.
So macam lepas sekolah isap rokok kat tangga. Main bola dekat street soccer. Then I don't think kita cabut sekolah. We don't really skip school, but we made full use of our friendship in secondary school life lah. So our secondary school life, I would say, is very memorable for me.
Yeah.
If I was in your secondary school, I probably get bullied, I guess.
Yeah.
Korang akan bully aku.
I want to say no, but you say
Kau pernah bully budak juga.
banyak.
Tak tahu boleh confess tak ni. People have repented lah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course lah, we have repented.
But how did you guys
I mean,
became close? Other than the first question that Maf asked.
Tanya juga macam mana.
Actually, we have a mutual friend that got us close lah. Because he is my neighbor.
Oh.
And it turns out that all of us like soccer. Then even after school we play soccer. So actually soccer kind of
Bond us together.
Yeah, bond us together lah.
I see. Okay, that's nice.
Okay, I feel both of you are very big inspirations in TAQWA organization itself.
Definitely.
When I first came in, Maf was my first mentor. He really grinded me to be where I am today. I look up to him for that. And now he has already been inside for 7 years. 7 years, and you're already a director.
Yep.
Right? So I think it's not easy to reach to your level. I'm also trying my best to reach to your level. But how did you do it? I mean, when you joined, did you ever thought that you wanted to be a director?
Honestly, when I got this opportunity or this job, I was I put myself in a spot where I'm playing with time lah. Time is in like I want my family to feel my success. To feel not to see. So I put myself in a spot where I cannot mess up. So the only way forward is to sky's the limit lah. So over the years, I realized I like to guide and mentor people. Then similarly, this career path actually enable you decide how fast you want to go, how far and how fast you want to go. So I decided, you know what, I like to mentor, I like to guide people, I like to be part of people's success. That's why I get to where I am today lah. And this job, as you guys know, nothing's gonna stop you from your promotion lah. Just you need to show that you have the leadership skills. You meet the requirement, then you can get to where you want to go lah. And alhamdulillah for me, I got to be a director in 7 years.
For yourself sebelum ni, have you held any key positions? Maybe manager somewhere else or?
I was due for promotion back at my previous two jobs. And then all of us got retrenched. Then the previous job,
COVID? What happened?
no, it wasn't due to COVID. It was the company. So pretty
Dissolved.
much, I used to. Okay lah, the NDA expired already lah, so I can say lah. Apple used to engage my company to audit another company.
Okay.
Audit of the reverse logistics. So back then I've seen iPhone X, Apple Watch, but the public haven't seen it before.
Okay.
So my goal is to make sure that the things that comes in is finished goods, come out as raw material. So it was a good job. The pay was solid. I think my first paycheck was 3.5 after CPF. Can OT. Yeah. So me being me, I was deprived of leadership growing up. Every time I can't. Even in NS, because I went in with O levels only. I couldn't go for like all this. What's they call this? What's they call it? Sit test.
Sit test.
Sit test.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that you can be a leader, you can be a sergeant, all this.
Okay,
So I couldn't. So I used this opportunity to try to have some responsibilities lah. So and then was due for promotion. Then they stopped the operation because why? They felt like the company that I'm auditing is stealing the motherboards. Because apparently the motherboards were activated in China and Russia.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, so the operation was stopped for about 8 months, and then from me onwards, everybody got retrenched. Yeah.
Oof.
Then
Tough.
then the next following job I was working in Decathlon lah. So similarly, there's an opening. I applied for it, but pretty much that's when your promotion got sabo by people lah. Yeah. When you work for someone, they tend to play God on you ah.
Yes.
I see.
Definitely.
So that was that's something close to my heart to this day. That these are the whys that I believe got me where I am today lah.
So what made you join Mizi?
Truth to be told, I mean, even after secondary school, we were still close. We still talk to one another. We still play soccer fortnightly. And then I see like the struggles that you have to go through. And then a period of time, when he joined, he started hustling. I don't see him as much. Suddenly I see like, wow, things got better for him. Not saying that buying a car is something close to my heart, but the fact that he is able to do it for his family, I was like, wow. If he can do it, I believe I can. Because I feel like both of us are very similar.
Yeah lah. I mean, you guys grew up together, right?
Yeah, and I've been dwelling about this for very long. I mean, I told my brother, wow, my friend Mizi doing well with this job. Then back then I was at the depressing job. I like, wow.
The logistic company, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I I decided give it a couple of years. I think when he's on his 3rd year going up as a manager the following year, that's when I told him, I'm ready. I'm ready to join you. Just tell me what I need to do.
Nice.
For Mizi, you're also running your own district now. I think congratulations, you got top new financial services director.
Thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
Yeah.
When you got that award,
Uh-huh.
what was going through your mind actually?
What was going through my mind?
When you got it.
I think when I first confirmed that I won the award was I think last day of December, 31st December. So when I checked the system and I found out that I still stay at the top spot, I think the feeling is something which it is more of a sigh of relief, I guess, because I've been trying to get top awards for 3 years in a row, and I only managed to get it in the 3rd year. So it's not easy when you keep losing, not once but twice, right? And it's the kind of loss where it's not really lose. Like the first time I tried to go for the top awards, I got 2nd.
Okay.
And I was the team that eventually won the first one overtook me on the very last day. Yeah, so I was prepared. Like I thought I will win it, but God shows that anything can happen.
Yep.
Okay, so that was painful. And then the following year, I got third. Right, and then finally, last year I got first, and that is it's more of a sigh of course I'm grateful. I appreciate whatever God gives me, but it's like, oh, finally I can, it's like you're sprinting all the way, and then you finally reach the finish line. Yeah,
I mean,
that's how I felt.
Correct. I mean, and it's the fact that you didn't give up lah, despite the number of times you rasa you have already failed. Yeah, it's the fact that you didn't give up. That's inspiring lah, I feel.
Yeah, but that's not easy lah.
Definitely.
Has there ever been a point where you felt like giving up? Throughout the whole
Giving up
journey?
the top awards or giving up this career?
Giving up this career.
Giving up this career.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, giving up this career totally no. But the feeling of that I have failed as a leader, I felt before.
Okay.
2021, I think that was the year which about 7 to 8 of my consultants left within 3 months. So I think you all understand how difficult it is to recruit, how challenging it is to recruit,
definitely.
how challenging it is to retain your consultants that you have trained, that you have groomed for years, and then when they just, of course they have their reasons, but when they left the team, 7 to 8 of them, then my manpower should really go down to 10 probably. That time I was already about 15, 16 like that.
Yeah.
So it hurts, but that was a really dark moment of my life. I feel that I'm not doing a good job as a leader, right?
You definitely adopt
Because
your
when
leadership.
7 people leave you, it shows that 7 people don't have their trust and believe that I can be their mentor. You see? But again, Mafteem was there. He told me that this is a phase. Like I talked to him. I told him that probably I'm really not good enough lah. Maybe aku memang tu tak bagus. But he was telling me no. It's more of the people who left that maybe my leadership style and it doesn't coincide with how they learn.
Yep.
Okay, and from there he pushed me. He told me, you know what? Why not you run together with your consultants? Back then was COVID, so it's very hard for us to have big meetings.
Yep.
So we only can work in small groups. So we get into small groups, and I pledged that okay, I'm gonna this is a award called MDRT lah. So I'm gonna run MDRT together with my people together. We've just I think 3 months left to go.
Right.
Okay, and alhamdulillah, all of us did it. I think most of us got MDRT that year.
MashaAllah.
Most of us got MDRT, and from there, I think it's a testament to myself that probably God is telling me that I need to do something more as a leader, and I did. And alhamdulillah, from there I can see the progress speed up from there. Yeah.
That's nice. For Maf yourself, what are the struggles you faced during this career? Macam what were your darkest days lah?
Darkest days.
Macam before there were some challenges you faced, right?
I think the year 2021 itself was challenge for me. That year I knew I was going to get married, and I told myself I want to clear MDRT within the first 6 months. Yeah, so alhamdulillah I managed to do it by end of June. My wedding was in July. I had 2 events. One is the nikah at the start of July, and the ceremony itself at end of July.
Okay.
So I told myself, okay, I want to clear MDRT because that year I need to recruit, because the following year I was due for I'm supposed to go up as a manager lah. Wow, then what happened was my first client, my very very best friend. This is close to my heart lah. He passed away, motorbike accident in August, and he was there at my wedding giving me a toast. Yeah, so I couldn't. I remember I was actually conducting training in office in Alexandra. I straight away dropped down everything and I left. I went to his house. No one was there. And then suddenly I saw a few of his friends came over. And yeah, it was true. And 1 month I couldn't work. So in that year itself, I think due to the wedding here and that, about 2-3 weeks I wasn't around. I couldn't. Then one whole month when he passed, I couldn't accept because he's close to my heart and he's my best friend. Yeah,
Understand.
and similarly, as much as he's my best friend, we stay nearby. So, and just when I got married, I shifted out. Then I hardly see him. So and then all that happened, right? So, that was painful lah. But eventually, I realized I gave myself time to feel, but eventually I had to continue doing because I'm responsible for 4 new agents who were coming in, and I needed to hit an award that year lah, to make myself feel good, and at least at the end of the day, that award is to remember my first so-called Centurion Award is for this late friend of mine lah.
I think it's more to not get distracted from the
Yeah.
loss.
And this friend Mizi followed me for the first appointment.
Yeah.
Oh.
We went together.
Yeah, we went together.
I feel that this is sometimes the reality can strike us. Sometimes people see us as financial advisors just chasing for sales and sales. And
Correct.
sales. Then, but at the end of the day, we are here when really shit hits the fan lah. And I think when some things like this happen, it just got back to reflecting why we are actually doing this job, right? And I think for yourself, you have a personal story to tell, and of course, in many years to come, you do have clients that have life insurance for you. We also have to be prepared when things like this were to happen.
Yeah.
That's the tough part about this career.
Okay.
I feel. And maybe
For Mizi, I just want to ask you, what is the most important lesson you've learned as a leader?
Tak ada life apa?
Most important lesson you've learned as a leader.
As a leader.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The most important, I think, you have to listen. You have to really listen.
Okay.
And listen to understand, not listen to answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I'm someone with, I'm very temperamental lah. Okay. So,
Can
so
tell.
okay. Very temperamental. But so in my younger days, earlier days of coaching, of managing, talking to my consultants, sometimes I feel that because I come from a teaching background, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
I talk to them like I talk to students.
Okay.
Like as a teacher, like,
Understand.
hey, don't do this,
Yep.
And then, but as the year goes by, I realize that, hey, actually, and I go for courses, I learn, and I realize that it's really about, treating them as someone, as a family member, but at the same time, work is still work.
Correct.
So like you can talk to me like as a brother, but when it comes to work, and I have to talk to you as a, I wouldn't say supervisor lah, as a mentor,
Yeah.
then I will talk to you as a mentor. Because if I were to be nice to you all the time, and I get too lenient, and then the consultants tend to step over my head,
Yeah.
then they are not succeeding, then that's not my duty as a leader, right?
Yeah, correct,
So I promise that I'm going to bring you up to success, whatever your success definition of success is, and I need to do my part. Yeah, so I learned how to find the balance between being a mentor and being a friend. Yeah, so
understand.
last time it's like more of a teacher and a student, so I switched that, and I feel that listening is really a skill. It's really hard,
definitely.
to really just listen and absorb. Yeah, so I think that's the lesson learned.
Understand.
You have to learn how to
understand.
listen.
For the both of you, who were the biggest pillars of support for your career?
Biggest support. Oh, okay.
Who were behind you during all your dark days and your good days?
I would say, if it's my own family, I would say it's my wife. She's seen me. Like, I don't usually show or share my vulnerability. Okay, vulnerability. Banyak sangat R. Okay, but she can sense, and she somehow knows what to do.
Okay.
And she knows if she were to confront and just ask like what's wrong and all, I wouldn't let it out of my mouth. Okay, that's just my style. To me, is whatever problems I have, it's meant for myself. So I do not want to burden anyone. But she felt it, and of course at work, I think Mafteam is one of my biggest supporters as well. He knows whenever I'm feeling down or not myself, then he'll just nudge me. Like even though we are close friends, sometimes at work we get too busy.
Yeah,
We don't really have that
understand.
heart-to-heart talk. It's more of a hi-bye. Just over lunch, makan, then go back to work.
Correct.
So sometimes he will just text me and ask. And again, sometimes when I'm okay, I will tell him what happened or what I'm feeling. And he's always there to, he knows how to make me feel better lah, in his own way. Yeah. So that's the support that I have for work. Yeah.
Okay.
I think for me, my support, hands down, my wife lah. So sometimes the work here takes a toll mentally, emotionally. So I told myself, when I leave the office, all that stays behind. So sometimes I don't like to bring any conversation about work to home. But my wife would like to ask, hey, tell me your day. It was okay. No, I want to know everything. So as I share, the emotions start coming up. But that's when she share her perspective. So we have this practice between me and her where we talk. I tell her, I just want you to hear. I don't want you to say anything. But then when I want her to say, then I'll tell her, okay, I want your opinion.
That's good.
So sometimes it's just letting out and just let things happen. And another one is to find solution lah. Yeah. So she probably pretty much has seen me on my darkest days, my happiest days. Other than that, in work, of course, Mizi has been there. At the end of the day, he's still the one that brought me in. There's a as much as we are very very close, whatever decision he makes, whatever things he say there's still a form of respect between one another lah.
That's
But
good.
over the years, I think the pillars of leaders that are there in TAQWA actually shaped me who I am lah. Yeah, and similarly, I've learned a lot from Mizi as well. I mean, the things that he had to go through, I thought myself, okay, I don't want to go through that. So what can I do? I anticipate all that. Yeah, so it's a good partnership that we have lah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
In this career itself, right? Do you feel like you guys are always chasing for the next big thing? Will there ever be an end to it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's a very good question, Achas.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
there may become a point where we feel grateful. I mean, before I joined this career, I already tell myself that, okay, I just want to earn this amount of income, I'll be happy. Then I'm happy, then I feel like, oh, I want to get this, then I'll be happy. I got that, then there's always a next
So
thing,
there is
next thing,
something,
next thing. When maybe for the both of you, like, when does success
it's enough.
enough?
Uh,
When is success ever enough?
Okay, I think at the start of the year I had some reflection on myself that money is just a transaction. Money is a transaction whereby it is in exchange for things. So at this point of time in my life, alhamdulillah, the income is good. But the income is good to support the people in my life. Like, I mean, we are Muslims. We want the best for our family.
Yep.
So every time when you give the best, you want more for them. You want more for them. So at the end of the day, when I earn a lot, it goes back to them as well. So similarly, it is. Your question is whether is it enough? It is enough until maybe I don't have. I would say
Don't have.
Don't have to macam mana tu
don't have the capacity anymore lah. You get what I mean? Not? It is much more. That's why I say it's a transaction lah. It is just a transaction of getting things lah. But
Okay.
but like what I mentioned, it is more to giving back to your family, to me. So the question is until when?
Yes.
Until I have the tenaga lah. Yeah. So right now I believe I'm 35, still young, not too late. So as much as I can go all out, hustle, I will do it lah.
When we talk about, I've seen people in this career, they earn for themselves, but I think the most important thing is they also change as a person, how they see people, how they value life, how they value others.
Definitely.
And I think for the both of you guys share about your stories back in secondary school, and then now you guys are here giving advice. I think there's growth there, and we want to. I think people don't want to see the growth stop, right? And that's
Correct,
the
yeah.
reason why you both are continually
correct.
doing what
I
you
think
want.
I get what you mean when you say that. What are we chasing for? What are we constantly chasing for? You know, maybe first year you want to run for MDRT, you're all very fired up.
Yes,
and driven.
definitely.
Second year okay, second MDRT. Third year then dia rasa macam MDRT lagi.
Macam very
Dia takkan nak
repetitive.
pergi COT pula.
Yeah.
Because that one is what we are looking at is again like what Maf kata is money and also FYC. So when you're looking at money, it will never stop. Once you earn your first million, you want to earn your second million, then 10 million, then 1 billion, then lepas tu apa lagi. Right? So what we feel as we progress and grow in this career, it's more of your mission. Right? So we promise that whoever that we recruit, we'll give our all to mentor them. And trust me, when we see our consultants receiving awards on stage, achieving certain milestones in their life, getting married, getting their first house, we feel very happy for them. We feel satisfied. We feel that, hey, we are part of your journey,
Correct.
So that is the feeling that you cannot quantify, right? You cannot measure. It's more of the satisfaction, right? So
Correct.
I always tell my people that if I see all of you qualifying for convention and then we go to probably Morocco, everyone together, one district, that is when I know I've done my part. Because you qualify, that means let's put the money aside. Once you qualify for convention, I'm very sure income is stable, family is happy, everyone is happy. It's a celebration together,
Yes, definitely.
right? But if I were to go for money, right, I could have just stayed as an FSC, or I could have just teach the basics to my guys, and then go and look for the commissions and all, and I just wait for the pay to come in, right? So if we don't keep on chasing our own growth, okay, then there is no hunger and desire in life anymore to get better. Okay, I'm grateful for whatever I have now. Most of the people in my in the same I would say rank as me, okay, in the same as directors, like most directors, they own private properties, not just one, maybe two or three. I'm the only one still staying in a HDB, but I grow at my own pace. But when I see them, I like to ask them and find out their mindset. Like, why must you go to private property? I will ask them, like, do you really need a condo? Why are you doing this?
Correct.
So when they answer, it's not about the investment to make money. And so, of course, that one comes. But it's more of a, when they tell me that, because this condo, the location is near this particular good school, is for my kids, so it's time for me to invest in my kids and everything. So it's a different thing that they are chasing for. They want good things for their kids, for their legacy. So, but of course, money helps to achieve all that, right? But if you just chase money, it's going to be tiring. You're not going to be satisfied. But if you chase your own mission, your own values, then and your own growth, then inshallah everything will fall into place.
I think it's more to the feeling of the moment where you are able to provide for people that you love. That feeling is priceless. I mean, it's a transaction, money is involved, but that moment is priceless lah.
I understand.
Alhamdulillah, I think I managed to bring my family go travel to Korea. I mean, I paid for the flight, business class. Paid everything, accommodation paid for. I mean, yes, alhamdulillah, due to the work that I've put in, I'm able to do that. But it's not about the monetary moment, It is the fact that, wow, I actually managed to do it. And it's a memory.
Yeah, it's the feeling, right?
It's the feeling,
It's the sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like when I bring my whole family to Umrah, that's when I know that, hey, this is what I've always dreamed of. Right? I don't look at my bank account. We don't look at our bank accounts and like, hey, alhamdulillah, this is what I dream of. No. Ada juga lah kadang lah. But that's not the main thing that you run for, right? It's the achievement that you get to do something with your family. Yeah.
Correct. Understand. Okay, for the both of you, I just want to ask, what is the most heartfelt moment that you guys had with your consultant that made you realize macam, my hard work finally paid off, say, gitu?
Oh, banyak tu. There's a lot.
Has there ever been a soft spot for a certain
Yeah.
agent that you felt
Macam, I did
if
it.
you got him out of a hole or got her out of a hole?
I think it's the first time when, at the end of the year, we always have this thank you session.
That one.
I want to say that
powerful
is
nangis one.
Yeah, but the first time ever when me and Maf, came to each other, first time ever. Oh, I don't think we can even talk. We cannot even talk. We just hug and we just
Cry,
cry. Yeah. Because I think I know what he's gonna say. He knows what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But it's more of a, like,
Nothing can top that lah.
yeah. Because it's from school. From school time, we have been together. I mean, it's like last time during school, he had issues completing his 2.4 run.
Okay.
Sekarang?
So I was the one. Sekarang laju. 5 minit je. So I was the one who ran together with him, and I was like pushing him, like, hey, come on, kita boleh, we do this together. And he remembers that he's the one who remind me of that moment. I cannot remember, but I do remember that I'm running with him lah. Okay, so he said that was the moment in which he knows that I'm always there pushing him up, so that's But I know deep in my heart that I just, you see, because I don't even recall that moment, because I know that moment I betul-betul ikhlas.
Yeah.
I'm sincere as a friend that I want you to move up, you know. So when I see his growth, getting top FSC, then my first one to move up as a leader and a very competent leader at that, and he's going very fast, even doing even better than me. That is a feeling which I know as a friend that, hey, I've done my part as a friend, as a mentor, as a brother. And so when that moment where we have to thank one another, that's why we are at a loss for words. So it's just a tight hug and lots of tears. Yeah, that was a moment. That was a moment.
That one I still remember clear as day. It words were not being said. It was just hug, then cry, then after that took very long. No,
We tried lah. We tried.
And there was but we couldn't make the words. Yeah, I think that was the closest.
Nice.
The most significant moment.
Macam orang bisu.
Korang just hug each other, nangis all the way je.
Yeah.
So how long was it?
It's so weird that somebody was recording it at the back.
Yeah. Oh, not this guy, another guy. Yeah, he was recording. Yeah.
If you
How long? I think it's quite long. I mean, we felt that it was quite long at that moment. So, if you ask me, that one is the most. What's the question? Heartfelt
moment, yeah.
Yeah, that was the most heartfelt moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing can top that. Even when I get up on the stage, the grand stage of AIA, was like to receive my award. Yes, that's also a heartfelt moment, but nothing can top that. That one is clearly the icing on the cake. I say.
Okay.
For a good 5 minutes lah kalau macam gitu.
Ya, macam bodoh. Tapi tengok balik video tak nak tau. Dia apa mepek.
That's funny.
Live for the moment lah.
If you can macam go back and talk back to the first time you ever joined here, what will you say to yourself?
EPS ambil 5,000. That was the first thing I would say. What would I tell myself
Yourself
as an
lah,
adult?
years ago.
Okay, 2016. I would tell myself that I think I wouldn't even give any warnings about what's going to come. I'll just tell myself that whatever it is, I have the capability to face whatever that's coming. Yeah, so just trust in myself and don't think that I'm not good to a certain level, you know. I've always thought of people better than me, but I never see my own strength. So I would tell myself like, you are actually very strong. Go head on. Just face everything head on. Yeah.
Muff.
Sorry, what's the question?
What you tell yourself when you...
Okay. I mean, definitely when I just joined, a lot of things were uncertain. But if I could go back and tell myself there, right in front of Kaim, right in front of Mizi, I will tell myself good things will happen. Yeah.
To see how much you guys progress are really.
Good things have happened. Inshallah, more to come lah. Yeah.
I think like I look at you guys, you guys don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
You guys have the go-je attitude, never thinking twice. I think that's that's a very good attribute. I think that's a very good thing that you guys have, and then your guys will follow you. Sometimes orang nak masuk join the industry, they be very worried, million questions.
Yeah.
They takut nanti kalau tak buat ni macam mana, tak buat ni macam mana. So you guys give a lot of positivity. Even for myself, when I look at Maf 5-6 years ago, he has always been the one that not afraid to say something to hurt me, but hurt me in a way where I will be pressured.
Yeah.
Very blunt.
Very blunt.
To give you a drive lah.
And for me, I also didn't felt like he wanted to pull me down, but he just wanted me to grow. I remember my first 2 months, I was doing quite okay. Maaf like, tak apa ni first 2 months dia, kau tengok dia nanti macam mana. He was like doubting me, you know. Then like, kau serious
sakit hati.
sakit lah. Then after that I keep on pushing. Then after that he kind of respected that I put in the work, and I prove him right lah, that I can do what I told myself to do. Yeah. Okay. Macam korang, maybe in the next 5 years, when we come back into this podcast, what do you envision yourself?
5 years, umur berapa 5 years dah 40 lah.
41. Bro.
41. I'm 41.
What are some of the goals that you think you will have achieved in 5 years time?
Hopefully, I want to qualify for more President Club, which is
Okay.
only given to the top awardees in AIA.
Yeah.
Again, that's an achievement, not counted by money. It's more of an achievement. And I hope to see more leaders stepping up as well.
Yep.
I hope to see both of you as leaders as well. Okay.
Inshallah.
And I think there's still a lot of things to do with the organization. Don't stop as I thought when I went for President Club, I thought I've done it all. I thought I have achieved the tier 3 group director. I thought, okay, that's it. That's my runway. Okay. When I spoke to them, people who qualified for President Club for 14 years, for 10 years,
14.
for 7 years, yeah. I realized that where I am right now is actually the start of
The
my
beginning
career.
of everything lah.
Yeah.
Now
It's
that
actually the start.
you've
From
had that
nowhere.
spot, you don't want to go anywhere. You know?
Yeah, so I don't want to go. I want to qualify every year so that I can meet these people and can learn from them a lot more. Yeah. So hopefully lah.
Yeah, inshallah.
InsyaAllah.
I think next 5 years, inshallah, by then I have my own district. I want to go for this President Club because President Club, you'll be rubbing shoulders with the top awardees as well. Not only just within Singapore, across the globe as well. And there's a saying like, you mix with 5 millionaires, high chance to be the 6. And I think when Mizi came back, he shared with me a lot of things. I was like, wow, I want to be there one day, man. I want to be part of it. And then I believe once that, just similar like him, he probably experienced once, he wants to go again. Similarly, I want to qualify for that at least once to understand what he felt. Other than that, definitely I would want to have more leaders in TAQWA because at the end of the day, there's a lot more that we can do. But it's just that we need stronger people to bring us to where we want to go lah. Yeah, and I think this, like what Mizi mentioned, when he went for the President Club, then he realized, wow, this is the start of my career. Yes, it is definitely as such to the position that he's in. So yeah, I can't wait for all that to happen and to grow together lah as with everybody in TAQWA.
Okay, that's good.
I don't have any doubts that you guys can do it.
Yeah.
Korang ada already the vision.
Yes.
You all don't feel any hurdles,
Yeah.
But I want you guys to feel it as well because correct me if I'm wrong lah, maybe Charisma, FSC kan. As an FSC, you feel that you have achieved everything.
Okay.
Probably not everything yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you have achieved a lot of things,
Yep,
right?
yep.
That's why when you think maybe for Shazani back then he's an FSC, then now he thinks, okay, now over as a FSM, now you see what you can achieve. Right? But there will be a point of time where you have done it all, and then you feel like, oh, there's no more fire. It's different. I've done it all. The system is all there.
Yeah.
My guys join also. I give the way I teach and everything is gonna be fast. So what's next, right? So aim for President Club. It's
okay.
far. I've never known about President Club at all,
Okay.
until I went last 2 weeks. But when I went there, that's when I because we have been mixing with ourselves for too long.
Yes,
You need
correct.
to mix with people out there. So when you mix with people out there,
You're
you
more
realize
inspired,
that
is it?
Inspired. Small fry. Half the thing they talk about, I'm googling it, and they're talking about our business. Now I'm like, oh shit, what's this? Yeah. So it's. And then I realized that our organization, we thought is big. We thought we are the number one Muslim
top
team,
one,
which we are currently. But what's next, right? So we have. I learned from leaders whose team is 1,000 people. We have 100 and we thought we are big. He has
1,000 banyak,
1,000.
sih.
Ramai.
Tenfold.
So what's the next step? Macam mana?
Yeah.
So 1,000 macam mana nak handle? Macam mana? Or what's the business model? So that's what I want to learn. And in 5 years, insyaAllah, I hope we as a team achieve all that.
Okay.
But it takes a lot of effort and a lot of commitment from everyone.
Yes, that's true.
Right? So if we stick to our mission to really reach out to our community, I think insyaAllah everything will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to ask this question to the both of you. What kind of leader do you strive to be for your consultants in the future? Because right now you guys are both leaders, right? Yeah. I just
For my consultants,
for your consultants, for macam budak-budak yang baru masuk. Yeah, what kind of leader do you strive to be? Because I believe you guys are still learning, right? Every step of the way and everything.
I want to be someone who hopefully I can inspire, aspire as well, and not just as a mentor, but as a friend. You know,
That's the difficult part.
Yeah, being
That's
a
the difficult
friend,
part,
yeah.
yeah.
Being a
Yeah.
friend and a mentor at the
like
same
what
time.
me and Muff is having now.
Yeah.
Like, we are close, we are friends. Some of the leaders are also very close to me. You know, we are very tight knitted.
Yeah.
But when we grow together, let's say in 5 years time we are having conversations about, next condo is coming up. No, jom lah kita beli sama-sama, kita invest, and everyone has the capable, have the monetary power to invest. I want that kind of people, you know,
Okay,
like-minded, always hungry, always driven. Yeah.
Understand? Mama?
I want to say, because I realized growing up, for us lah, for the Muslim community or even the Malay community, there isn't anyone that assists us in making good decisions.
That's true.
Because our parents are always busy.
Yeah.
But if there is someone who is close to you who can assist you in good decision making, I believe everybody can go far. So that is what I want. That is the leader I want to be for my agents. I want them to know that at the end of the day, nothing is going to be used against you. Everything is a safe here. I mean, being under my care is a safe space. But there must be a fine line between work and friend.
That's true.
So that is something that Mizi and I have. Really, when I need to be scolded, I'm all ears.
Yeah.
But
I
when
always
it-
call him, no.
But when it comes to, going out of office, just being friend.
Yeah.
But when it comes to work, there's a fine line. So that is the kind of leadership that I want to have for my agents. Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning through the process, but at the end of the day, I tell myself one step at a time. Yeah.
Okay, great. I think we are running out of time.
Yep, yep.
If
man.
if our listeners are actually listening right now, I hope you guys had some good takeaways. And again, thank you so much, Mafteem and Izzy, for
thank you
the
so much
conversation.
for the
Thank you for
inspiring
having us.
stories.
Yeah.
I hope our listeners and viewers are inspired by their stories, because they've been through everything, and I mean, look at where they are right now. 7 years later, 9 years later, Yeah, so just believe that you can do it, because they did, and hopefully you also can. Yeah.
All right, the mind is everything.
Thank you for having us, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys.
Okay, we'll
Alright.
wrap this one. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.